My windows ain't tinted, so notice me. 4 braids, Yankee fitted, yeah, know it's me. I'm everywhere comfortable, but I'm still attentive. A young with money will make offended. I ain't flashy, I'm classy, but I ain't stupid either. Never show up to that's hungry and eager. My brother's keeper, I'm loyal, it's all in my demeanor. A true believer, I believe when they didn't believe her. That's why I don't let opinions affect me. I do what I want to do. If they do or they don't accept me.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. A moment ago, here was the scene with the Cowboys emerging from their tunnel. It was loud. It's still loud. We're ready for football as the Cowboys get set to match up with the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st and 10, Prescott got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage. Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Prescott now on second down. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 at a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action here on first down. Wide open receiver complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
On second down, Elliott, and only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
That's all you got, oh? Yeah, that's what I do.
Kill.
30 short yardage, Prescott. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Swing to the field, right. To the right.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Here's Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle. Now Wentz throwing on second down. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. An Eagle first down. Wentz hooking up with Jeffrey. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20.
Here we go.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And my goodness, they're now out of timeouts here in this 1st quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Shotgun now for Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he connects with Ertz. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. An Eagle first down there. Wentz to Ertz, and the names that end in TZ. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball here to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
Now Wentz again. Aguilar has it. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. They run with Ajayi. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Byron Jones in there to make the tackle.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Wentz steps away. And that is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a 1st down. This is Ajayi. And a short gain here down to the 22. On the tackle, it's Randy Gregory.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now that we sit in the postseason, let's talk about some of these awards we've been hitting on all year, Charles. MVP, what do you think?
Well, I think it's going to come down to Patrick Mahomes, the quarterback at Kansas City, Drew Brees, quarterback New Orleans, and Aaron Donald, the defensive tackle for the Los Angeles Rams. I ultimately think that Mahomes wins this award. I think he distanced himself late in the season from Brees, and it's hard for a defender to win the MVP.
Rookie of the year, Barkley, or does Mayfield have a shot?
Personally, I would give it to Barkley because he's been there all 16, but Mayfield made Cleveland relevant, put them in a position where maybe we were even talking about the playoffs, and boy, the excitement level has really ramped up. I would not be surprised at all if he walked away with the award.
Lastly, what about Coach of the Year? Does Frank Reich have a shot after starting 1-5 in Indy?
He should be in that conversation, shouldn't he? But I think ultimately, it comes down to Matt Nagy in Chicago and Anthony Lynn with the Los Angeles Chargers. I think Nagy's going to win it because the Chargers were picked in preseason to actually win their division or contend. The Bears were not.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. On a crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A gain of 32 that time. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Prescott looks to throw on first. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Remain in a scoreless first half. We're back to Arlington right after this timeout.
Hey. 4 down. We'll go 47. We'll go 46. 46. We'll go 47. 46.
Second down, Prescott. A dump off to Elliott. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
Prescott on first down. And Beasley with it over the middle. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. He got 29 yards that time. Prescott now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down.
Here we go 48. Here we go 47. Here we go 46. Go. Get out there. Gun.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he whips that one incomplete there. He was trying to get it to Ezekiel Elliott, and that'll bring up second down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To the air again, Prescott. His pass caught at the 4. And a stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies, and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And forthcoming, a field goal try for the Cowboys. Kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal. So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top. Football going back over to Philadelphia here, and this is a team who 6 weeks ago really looked lost, but then they won 5 of their last 6 to get to the 6th and final playoff spot, and then they defeat Chicago on the road. Yeah, Nick Foles, he did it again, didn't he? Who would have thought that he would have to hop back in as he did last season and help carry this team not just to the playoffs, but get a win in the first round in Chicago in a cold weather game? How about Nick Foles? He just keeps doing it. Now they've got to go to New Orleans and take on the #1 seeded New Orleans Saints. And only 2 number 6 seeds have ever won the Super Bowl. Steelers in 2005 and the Packers in 2010. They're trying to become number 3. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on it at second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable. Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch. Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. David Irving forces his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no? I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game. Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Working from the gun, Wentz. It's caught by Aguilar. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it? It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing on 1st is Wentz. Goes underneath for Sproles. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll make it 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Over the middle, complete to Tate. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Run.
On first down, Wentz completes it to Aguilar. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Now it's the all-purpose back. This is Darren Sproles. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
Hang in there now. Hang in there now. Here we go. 82.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They looked like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Shotgun now for Wentz. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to third and goal.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Dancing to his left. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, with that incompletion, Charles, a big story, as it always is come January. Head coaching changes around the NFL. If you count the situations in Cleveland, in Green Bay, that's 8 openings all told.
And that's about the number people were starting to predict somewhere around mid-season. I think out of all of them, the Marvin Lewis situation in Cincinnati, he had been there for 16 years. Many thought he might stay, but it seemed like it was a mutual deal where he decided to step down. But out of all of them, there may be 1 or 2 that may recirculate within the league and be a head coach at another spot.
Tough for Steve Wilks after just 1 season to be let go.
Yeah, that doesn't happen very often in this league. He was the unfortunate recipient of way too many injuries on his team. Never got a chance to get off the ground.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Here we go 46. Here we go 47. 46.
First down, Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it's a second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on second and a couple.
Here we go, 46. Good. Here we go, 47. 26.
A second down throw for Prescott. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Good.
Back now in Arlington. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
47. 46. Good. 26.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play for the Cowboys on third. 58 yards. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Hey, slow down. Here we go, 46. 26.
Prescott yet again. And that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. They come up in an offset eye. Prescott. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down.
Go. Great.
Wentz now on 1st down. A dump off to Sproles. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make it 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Hurts has it left side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Wentz again. And he connects with Ertz. fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play at them while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10, and he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. On play action, Wentz. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now a toss play. It's a Jay. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Demarcus Lawrence in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the right hash, this from 33. And Elliott puts this one through. And we are all tied here in the final stages. This hasn't exactly been a battle of one touchdown after the other, quite the opposite. But at 3-3 now here in the 4th, it's been an entertaining game considering just 2 field goals.
Yeah, is it really a football game now, or are we watching baseball? This feels like a pitcher's duel, doesn't it? Nice and tense on the edge of your seat. Have you been scoring this one? A lot of strikeouts and ground balls in this one.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. A dump off to Elliott, and he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
46.
Here's Prescott. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate Big plays for an offense.
Hey, you go 46, 46. Go, get out there. 26.
Prescott. Flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker Jordan Hicks. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now it's Ajayi. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Wentz to throw. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The first carry for Josh Adams. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Eagles are going to win the football game.